Here we go. I just sit up and be proper. Oh, man. Steve, what is up? Dawn, hello. All right. Here we fucking go, people.
Yeah.
Are you going to wait for me or what? I got to introduce what we're doing.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Welcome. We're actually on YouTube this time. So what we're doing is, I just wanted to record a podcast. We didn't really have like an agenda, but the last time we did a For Loko podcast, it was okay. So basically,
we did a For Loko podcast.
I did.
I was like, I don't remember. That's how good it was.
So the name of the game here is we both have Four Lokos. Like we're 14-year-olds.
I took the most dangerous one.
Yeah, you can explain that to me in a second. But
okay.
We're going to crack the top of the Four Loko, and the podcast will go until we are done.
Okay.
All right? There we go.
Ooh, it smells good.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I can smell the poor decisions. Here we go.
Cheers. Oh, that's rough. Oh my god.
Wow.
It tastes like...
Remember, your voice is a cone, and the cone has to point to the front of the microphone.
It's only been...
Okay. There you go. Perfect. Or you can move it. Look, you can move it like this, and then turn it. He's
trying to tell me what to do. He's trying to embarrass me in front of my friends.
So tell me why you took the more dangerous one.
First of all, this tastes like beer.
Yours has more?
Yes.
This shyster. Hers has more % alcohol than mine does. Yo, I married her for a reason.
This tastes like it's beer, and someone took the Kool-Aid, like the squeezy Kool-Aid, and stuck it in.
Oh my god. What's up, Ryan? Ryan is actually driving to Moab for EJS right now.
Ryan.
What's up, Erica? Frederick, what is going on? Tim says this should be good. Huh? You know how we roll. What's up, Amy? Yeah, so last podcast that we had, I sound really echoey right now, I can hear it. Last podcast that we had with the 7-slot Trap Queen went very well.
Sorry for slurping, that was bad.
You guys had a very positive response to what we talked about. So we're not professionals. This is not professional audio equipment. Michelle is banging the mic and kicking the table, and
you hit the table before, so don't even.
I love this woman.
Perfectionist.
So I really have no direction for this, so I think I'm just gonna ask you a bunch of questions.
Okay.
Right. And by the way, you can see Michelle has tape on her boob. We are not sponsored. YouTube can see that her boob is taped up and the back of my laptop is taped up. So we're not sponsored.
We're not at all.
Let me get that sponsorship though.
Except for Four Logos.
That's actually a good point. But we are kind of sponsored by Das Bunny. If you guys are trying to get cups, Das Bunny is sending us two or three cups to give away.
Wow.
Yes.
Excuse
YouTube.
Me.
So
favorite cup. Favorite cup.
Stay tuned. This is water to cut the disgusting Four Loko.
And I'm not saying it just to say it. I literally bring this to work every day with me since I got it. I think with the exception of one day I didn't.
Yeah.
Because it was dirty.
It's not bad. What's up, Dennis, Emily, Ben, Brandon? Alan says you're doing good. How are you? We are amazing, man. Emily's feeling good. She says, what's up, bitches?
What's up, bitches?
She's not usually like that. What's up, Patrick? Rudy, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Wow, I think I am dyslexic because Ben wrote that hat dough, but I read that ho dough.
Yes. Beat not babied. I finally got my new hat. It says, make off-roading great again in the red and white text. Excuse me. Don says I need a cup. Yes, we're doing a giveaway soon. What's up, Carberry? Fucking Carberry. What up, Doug?
That guy.
What up, Doug, dude? What's up, Craig? Alright, so if you guys have questions that you would like to hear the 7-slot Trap Queen answer, please ask them. I will be checking the comments. But
that's
Michelle,
like a given for any
Michelle,
podcast.
I have a question for you.
Okay, I feel like I got a burp.
What do you think about Jeep Beach? I'm not giving you any more context or any more.
Not even clarification
thoughts?
If I ask, like, what it is or how do I feel about it?
I feel like you know what it is already, though.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah, like, what do you?
I'm indifferent.
Yeah, I guess you would be indifferent.
I'm gonna flip about it.
Yeah, I guess that was a bad question.
What do I think goes on, or?
No, I guess yeah, I was getting way too into it. I was saying like, what do you feel it adds or takes away from the Jeep community? But if you don't have like a solid, but if you don't have a solid grasp on what it is,
tone it down.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I said I got it.
Okay, all right, go.
I got it now.
1, 2, 3, go.
And if you don't like my answer, I don't care. Okay, because you said what it adds and what it takes away. Adds, I think any Jeep event adds to the camaraderie, or there's the possibility of it. So a bunch of people are going there. You can meet up with people that you haven't met before.
I just made a gross face.
See people that you only see at
about
that event.
Loko, I'm sorry.
You're being rude.
But there's podcast people that didn't see what I just did, and they thought that I was making like a gross face at Jeep Beach. I'm trying to provide some sort of clarity. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just fucked your shit all up.
Anyway.
Your voice sounds really good coming through that microphone in my headphones.
Anyway.
You could totally make money being a sex phone operator.
I have weirdly been told that on multiple occasions, and I hate the sound of my voice. I can hear it now.
Take your headphones off real quick.
No.
Yeah, no, do me something real quick. Take your headphones off. Can you say, "Hey, big boy"?
No.
Please. Do it. Get close to the microphone.
I can't do it seriously.
You can. Hey, big boy.
No.
Do it.
Okay, I can't look at you. Hey, big boy.
Whew. My dick's hard. All right, put your headphones back on.
Stupid. Anyway, as I was saying,
Jeep Beach, what it adds. I like how you started with the positive.
So, yeah, so you can see people that you only see at that event who only come out to that event. Maybe they only have money for that one event.
That's true.
You get, assuming if it's good weather, you're driving topless and you get to show your...
Well, it's Daytona, so...
Well,
it's good weather all the time.
It should be, but watch, God's gonna smite this event this year.
Daytona literally never has bad weather.
Anyway, yeah. So then people get to show it off the way they like to show off. Take good pictures, post them. Now, I guess what it takes away is, I would assume that there is a lot of Jeep sluttery going on.
Tomfoolery, shenaniganery.
Yeah, and that's not to say women, that's men too, because they're probably the bigger Jeep sluts. They're just probably less successful at it than the girls.
True. I can understand that.
Then people are getting shitty, and so I'm sure there's DUIs, which, come on now, it's 2019, we got Uber and Lyft.
The funny thing is, they were giving DUIs at King of the Hammers. Like, there was... police.
I think any event. Mm-hmm. I think any event where there's going to be alcohol and there's vehicles right there, and it doesn't have to be off-roading. Any type of event that involves automobiles, moving vehicles, and then you have drinking, you're going to get some sort of DUI.
Right. But
for like Jeeps, it's a community, and that sucks because it gives Jeepers a bad name.
Very much so.
And then besides the drinking and driving, just the normal BS that happens with drinking and people acting shitty.
Yeah.
And then the community is smaller than people think. I like the Marine Corps. I'm just gonna bring it up because I know is a large organization, but it's smaller than people know. Mm-hmm. And then Jeeping, I would say, it's even smaller because everyone knows someone who knows someone, right?
Oh yeah.
So
there's like
those
2
stories,
degrees of separation in the Jeep community.
Those stories go around, and we know people personally that didn't do anything too crazy, but did shitty things or were like not great people, and then they left the community because like too many people knew the story about how shitty they were.
Yes, I can think of 2 right off the right off the bat.
Oh my gosh, I'm way behind.
That's okay. The podcast will go as long as we've only been going 11 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna reset YouTube so I can put my timer on so I know how much time I have left on that. So,
okay. Hi, Jeff Perkins.
Carberry says, "Why do you still let him have that beard?" Can you give the people like a 2-minute thing on how you feel about this? Like how
it's his fucking face.
How,
I don't know.
Like how you felt when it first started, when it was stubbly. give me
okay,
a little timeline.
Okay. So I already knew that this was gonna happen, and a lot of people who are getting my face. I'm gonna grow out all my facial hair, and so Angel was one of those people, and I was like, all right. So first was like the 2-day, 3-day stubble, and I was like, it's looking kind of hot. Then I was going out a little bit more when I was having Taylor. And I was like, oh, it looks good. I even have a picture when we went to Giuseppe's, and it looked pretty cute in that picture with the baby. And then it kept growing, and not like the mustache I think is the biggest thing, because like kissing him when it goes over his lips, it like tickles my face.
Can you see how it doesn't grow in the middle? Like I would be a terrible German. Like I could not grow a good Hitler. But now it's pretty long at this point. But the thing is, it's not now, full. It's not like a full man beard.
Once it was like,
it's like a shitty.
Once it was like beard. Here, it doesn't matter how long it is to me. Like it's the same. Like because the hair is past
her
here.
Perfume smells so good right now.
I don't. It's not. It's got to be my hair.
Whatever she's got on.
I don't have perfume.
You're about to get bent over this table right now. Is what's about to happen.
That's fresh. Whatever. I don't even know. My hairspray maybe.
I don't know. Like when we were setting up for this whole shenaniganery, I got a whiff of it, and I was like,
I don't know what you're smelling.
I don't either. But anyway.
Hi, Travis.
Glenn, Jeff, Joe, Dakota. Dakota. Dakota made these hats. Dakota and Weston. This is Beat Not Babied.
Surprised you didn't cream yourself when you put the hat on.
Everybody hates me for how much I say that Dakota is a sexy man.
Oh, Dakota.
Oh, Dakota.
He called me Dakota the other day in bed.
That is bullshit. That is not true.
When he says slide into them DMs, he means something completely different. Dakota Moore.
Oh, what? That's pretty funny, and I am definitely going to use that. I have said that before. I'll use my 7slot account to comment on her personal Instagram account and be like, yo, let me slide into them DMs. That didn't even occur to me. Slide into them Dakota Moores. I would definitely slide into that Dakota Moore.
Oh my god.
What up?
He would also slide into that Dakota even more, so.
I would. Dakota, I would disappoint you for 28 glorious seconds, just like I do my wife. I'm just saying. Alright, so if you guys have questions, excuse me. What's up, Brett? Love you too, Dakota. Dennis says, oh snap. Yes, Dakota, we are drinking Four Lokos. This is the
classy.
This is the Four Loko podcast. So basically, the podcast goes as long as it takes us to finish these.
He says us. It's gonna be me.
So I'm like right here, I think. Where are you? She's right there. Yeah. So
I mean, he's used to opening up his throat, so it's a lot easier for him to guzzle that down than it is for me, I guess.
Okay. I love you. I'm just saying, you're making a gay joke about me sucking dick, but you're like top-notch pro.
Okay, moving
top
on.
10.
Moving on.
I'm just saying, she's like top 10.
So anyway, top 10. I want to hear what number I am in top 10.
1.
And
you're the
before
only
him.
person that's fellatioed me.
What an
the
idiot.
only. I'm a virgin.
What an idiot. I mean,
I fucking love you.
if I'm not number 1, you fucked up, not me. I'm just saying. You should have locked her down.
Oh,
what
shit.
a dummy.
Dakota Moore says he's drinking a Natter Day. So have you seen that?
I don't know.
Natty Light put out a strawberry beer.
That's okay. So this tastes like cherry beer. Is what
can I
this
try?
tastes like.
Do you want? Can we switch real quick?
Yeah, sure. But don't take a Puerto Rican sip.
I
Just
won't.
take a sip.
I'll take a sip.
Okay.
So you hit like.
Reachers?
Yeah, reachers.
Yours tastes way better. Yours tastes more fruit punch. Like yours actually
This tastes like a
punch.
Twizzler.
At first, I
Do you want
thought
to switch?
No.
Like I'll just.
So you can have more. Fuck you.
I'm just saying, like if you can't handle it, whatever.
He's been drinking before this.
Okay, that's a lie. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't have 9 shots before we started this.
Okay. Here we go.
Whatever. What's up, Bill? What's up, Joe Yell?
No gag.
No, she does have a gag. But I have
He's talking about you.
But I have a small dick, which is weird. I think she's faking the gag to make me feel better about myself.
Wow, I was just gonna say something really weird.
This is the
No,
place
it's not
to
like
say
your
that.
fingers are small, and people make themselves gag with their fingers, right? So.
Yeah, but I can still stick like my fingers all the way down my throat and like not gag.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm just saying, like, but if I like constricted my throat, yes, I would gag. Like puke and rally.
He doesn't have it in him to gag,
No,
guys.
if I
he doesn't have it in him.
If I puke and rally, I take these and I just like, but then I have to like constrict my throat muscles to actually get the epilopagus or whatever it's called, the punching bag. What's the
uvula?
That's what it is. The uvula to like hit my fingers, and that's what triggers your gag.
Thanks, Martin Luther High School.
Oh man,
so gross. Oh, we're getting close.
Steve says you need to come to Dirt Riot at Roush. Excuse me. I was just editing the video where I talked about that. I'll be there April 20th. I'll be photographizing and videographing.
What's 8?
Yes, I won't be there the 19th. I'll be there the 20th.
Hi, Devin.
Ashley
he does have skills on.
Ashley says because all the tacos.
Yeah.
It's true.
I do have a 4 Loko story.
Yeah,
I mean,
tell me.
Kind of. Not really. It's just part of the story, how I gauge things. So there I was, Yuma, Arizona. Oh my God.
That place fucking sucks a bag of dicks.
It sure does. So, me and my friends, we just got there and we're like, yo, we gotta find a spot to drink. So we go to this bar.
You go to the Applebee's?
No. We went to this bar where, I mean, who are you kidding? They were Mexican, right? I could say that. So
because
anyway,
Yuma is like this close from the border.
Yeah. So they were there and they were literally selling nachos out the back of the truck. And I'm just noting this. I was the only Hispanic, and then there were 3 white boys. And so I'm like,
that were at the truck or were?
No, they were in the group.
Oh, that were Marines.
Yeah, we're all Marines. So then we're like, yo, we went to go to this bar we wanted to play pool. All the pool tables were taken, and then we wound up throwing darts. So anyway, we're like, we go outside because I used to smoke at the time. And
gasp.
Anyways, so there was a truck there selling nachos. I'm like, yeah. So I get nachos, and they're like, you're gonna buy nachos from the back of a truck? And I'm like, yo, they're Mexican, they're Hispanic, those are my people. I was like, that's got to be the most legit tasting nachos I'm gonna buy. Anyway, they were pretty good. They weren't like the best nachos I've ever had in my life, but they were pretty good, and I'm sure drinking didn't hurt it. So anyway, we go back in. Our dartboard was taken, so we're like, shit, we need to find another place to go.
Taken like they took it down?
No, other people were
or
playing
other people
on
were
it
playing.
because
Okay.
the place started getting lit
while you were stuffing your face with nachos out of the back of the truck.
Mm-hmm. Well, then they all started eating it, and then they were like, "Oh, if we get fucked up," and I was like, "I got an iron stomach. I'm not worried about it." So anyway, go back in. So we start dancing with some randos, and then we're like, Jordan? We need to get out. Let's find a place with a pool table. So the closest place someone found, they were like, "Yo, I found a place." So I'm like, "Let's go." They're like, one thing. I said, "It's a strip club, isn't it?" They're like, "Yeah." So I said, "All right."
Marines love strip clubs.
So I said, "That's pretty random."
Do you like strip clubs? Like, do you have
fun? No, I don't like strip clubs.
Like, I'm a dude. I don't like strip clubs.
I don't care, but I don't like them. Like, there's some girls who I feel like it's trying a little too hard. Like, yeah, the strip clubs.
Yeah,
like,
I love strip clubs.
Down. I don't care. It's like going to boot camp.
Yo, strip club is fucking awkward.
It's actually one of the most depressing places. I mean, not just that. Strip clubs in general are pretty depressing.
I do not enjoy being in a strip club.
I think too logically. So I start thinking about like what you're doing. Like,
yeah,
like you're not okay with this.
What were you doing like 2 hours before you were on the stage right now?
Okay,
so
it's empowering. No, it's not, bitch.
Let's derail from your story real quick.
Okay,
we'll take a quick pause.
Tangent.
So I have been to 3 strip clubs in my life. I am 29 years. I'm
pretty sad.
I'm a 29-year-old male.
I've been to more strip clubs than my husband.
Who spent 8 years in the Marine Corps, and I've been to 3 strip clubs. So the first strip club was North Carolina SOI. There's the triangle or the square. It's a strip club that's like when they drop you off at SOI. I'm sorry, not SOI.
MCT.
MCT. So when they drop you off at the hotel.
I did not have the same experience as you did.
So they dropped us all off at a hotel.
I got there the day of and then
we had a night before.
Okay, I did not.
So they dropped us off at a hotel and there was a strip club, like I could see it from my hotel room door, and it's a bunch of fucking, a couple 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20s, and they're like, "Oh, there's a strip club, let's go." And they didn't have a like under 21 rule. Okay. So you could just go, but you couldn't drink. Yeah. So it was like 30 fucking Marines that go. And this was my first time in a strip club. Very first time. Never been in a strip club because I'm like, that's not my jam. So we all go in. I'm like, this is super fucking weird. I'm like, yeah, tits. Like, she's, okay. But it's like the B team of North Carolina, which is a military town. So it's like, not so great. Didn't have a great time. I had one of my buddies, the stripper said, "Give me $300. I will come to your hotel room after I get off shift."
That's pretty cheap. $300.
Yeah, but she didn't show up.
You could have. You gave it to her purse?
I didn't give her shit. I didn't give her shit because I'm not a fucking dummy. My boy gave it to her, and we're all like waiting in the We're all waiting in the hotel room, like getting drinking because we couldn't drink at the strip club. Like, yeah, she's gonna be here. Okay, it's gonna be awesome.
If I met her, I would have been like, okay, no, you have a career in this because you're a hustler.
Well, she's not a super hustler because it was boot ass 18-year-old Marines.
But so she knew her audience. Like, she knew that she could get them.
You're punching stupid people in the head. Like, are you really that smart? But anyway.
No, she's not smart, but she's a hustler. That she
no,
was like,
she
I'll
is
stick this out.
She is a hustler.
Some money.
But she's like hustling people that are stupid. So anyway.
Sucks to suck. She's
so that was
people a lot of lessons.
Was the first time I was at a strip club. The second time, I was back from, I think I had just come back from Afghanistan. Or maybe I had just come back from boot camp. I can't remember. So when I came back from boot camp and when I came back from Afghanistan, like the times were, it was so close together. They were super convoluted. But my dad was like, "I'm gonna take you out. We're gonna have a great time." This was back when my dad drank.
Yeah, well, he's easing into things again, though.
No, that was at his like.
This was a story I thought was weird. He said his dad took him to a strip club, and I went, "What? Yeah. That's fucking weird."
I didn't know. That's not weird. Weirdly enough, that's not the part that I thought was weird.
Oh my god! I never went with like my sister Mel, and I'm like, "Yeah, let's go to a strip club and watch guys in banana hammocks." Like, that's so weird.
So, I can't remember if it was boot camp or Afghanistan. But anyway, he takes me to a Capitals game, which that was the first hockey game I had ever been to. This whole night was like firsts. Okay. All of the first.
Okay. Oh, all of the first.
Oh my god. So we drove my dad's YJ on Leaf Springs through DC to the Nationals game. Or not Nationals.
You say
Capitals.
Cats. Oh my god, you're so dumb.
I don't do sports, man. Shit. What's up, Bobby, Kelly, Keith, James? What up?
Jordan.
So
far was backdoor nachos and then Jordan. His recap.
So my dad took me to the Capitals game, the hockey game. First hockey game I had been to in my like adult life.
Okay.
And he got me fucking schnockered.
His dad, I mean, I'm sure he still can, even with how long being sober.
For those of you that have met my dad in his prime,
he'll drink 98% of you under the table. Hands up.
99.7.
I say 98 because we know some big people.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I have met nobody in real life that has ever drank more than my dad and been up earlier than him in the morning making coffee.
Been up earlier. Oh, don't even get me started.
He was a wild man.
Yeah.
Pure like ridiculousness. But anyway, hold on. What's up, Hannah? What's up, Joe? Yo, Joe. What's up, Marcus? Marcus says, I just wanted to say hi. I'm drunk and about to get more drunk watching the Dodger game.
Maybe I will be.
So I can't watch long. Thank you for watching, Marcus. I appreciate you, buddy.
I do.
Dakota says, I like how you had to mention that your dad's YJ has Leaf Springs.
I was just thinking that. Okay, I wasn't going to say anything. So thanks, Dakota.
Dakota.
My sister wife over there.
Yeah, sister wife. That's fucking funny. Good. I'll cheers you to that. That was
Thanks.
A good one. That was funny. Dakota, I felt like I had to mention that because people like you are rich enough to put coilovers on a YJ, and I felt like I had to mention that the YJ was still on Leaf Springs, and it had not been yet raped. That was the wrong word to use.
Not offended.
She just goes, no, I know you're not offended, but it was like, that was like a super descriptive word to use for something that maybe didn't need that much description.
If you're butthurt about it, this is the wrong fucking podcast or live to watch. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
So I look to her as my guide for...
Yeah, maybe it was a little extra, but...
Was it too much extra?
Move on.
Okay.
We talked way too much about it at this point.
So yes, it was a YJ. We went to DC. It was a great hockey game. It was fantastic. I would finish a beer. Like, I was drinking beer, like, at the regular pace that I would.
Get to the fucking strip club hard. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. And then she complains that I just skipped foreplay in bed. And she's just like, get right into it.
The bouncer had a jacket on. There was a piece of lint. And so I picked it off for him. And then after we got chicken nuggets... they offered me barbecue sauce.
So during my story, she just wants me to go in raw. Ugh.
No, you've overly.
You're lucky you're fucking cute. So anyway, skipping the best parts of the night, which were at the hockey game, going to the strip club.
Wait, what was notable? What was the most notable story from the hockey game? Go.
Just that I was drinking beer super fast and my dad was buying me more.
That's the best he had. So the rest of the other things.
Okay. Anyway, you're ruining this.
I'm enhancing your story.
You are.
With my aggression.
You enhance everything about me. Okay, so we get so my dad is like drinking with me. Mm-hmm. This is in his heyday. This is not current day.
I'm sure he surpassed you, not drinking with you.
He surpassed me. And he's like, all right, the game's over. We're going to the strip club. And I was like, what? So we walk out of the stadium and go to the strip club.
Wait, I do have to know this. Did the Cats win?
I have no fucking idea.
They had a win. He just like, listen,
I have no idea. I was fucking hammered. When we left the Cavs game, I was fucking hammered. So we left. He drove. He was fine. Like, he could drink an entire bottle of Jack Daniels and still pass a breathalyzer.
Not told that part of the story.
I'm just saying.
Moving on.
So we get to the strip club.
Okay.
My dad is a fucking G, or was. He knew the bouncer, like, by first name. Like, they, like...
Hey, Jimmy.
No, like, they dapped up and like, yo, it's been a minute. Like, how are the kids? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so this is super awkward.
Creepy.
So we walk in, like, didn't pay cover charge or anything. Walk in, and I'm like...
That's what the dads are for.
So we walk in... I'm like, this is weird. Like, it was still early. Like, it was after a hockey game.
I don't know what time. I
don't know. It was like before 11. So it wasn't like
early.
Strip club.
The way you said it, though.
No, it wasn't like strip club time. Like, strip club time's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Oh, I think
like when they put the
earliest
A-Rods on stage.
Earliest is 10 when you get like the B team at least, because there's a C
it was
squad
the B team. For sure. It was the B team.
The B team's not that bad. It's when you
get...
The
B team has stretch marks. I'm just saying. At a strip club.
Okay. So we're transitioning from 4 local stories to strip club, because I got a couple of strip club stories.
Okay, I'm super excited to hear about this. So, all right, let me finish mine up super quick, because mine is basically not as interesting as yours. So...
I didn't know that. Go ahead.
No, I do know that.
Okay.
I guarantee yours is more interesting than me.
Okay.
Did you just look at your watch?
It vibrated.
Yo,
it
wow.
Vibrated.
Mad rude. Like, I'm trying to get through a story, and she's like this. She's like, looks at her watch like this. Yo, you're lucky you're cute.
Not on camera.
She said not on camera.
Finish your story.
Kiss first.
They're waiting. Let's go.
She won't even kiss me on
Sorry,
camera.
Jordan. I can't support you.
Alright, so my dad goes to like the counter and gets like a bunch of ones and hands them to me. And he's like, here, go give them to that girl. And I'm like, what do you mean give them to the girl? Like, just hand her the stack?
He was making up from when you were little, when parents would normally give their kids like quarters to like ride the rides at the supermarket. Here you go. Here's a bunch of ones.
He just hands me a stack of money. He's like,
oh my God.
Here, have fun. I'm like, Dad, I don't even know how this works.
That's what a 5-year-old would say about the machines at the grocery store.
It was so weird. Like, he's like, just go stand over in front of the stage and like give her one at a time. And so I'm like standing there.
Give her one?
And I'm like losing my buzz at this point. Like, I was fucking hammered when we got there, and now it's just like super awkward, and I'm losing my buzz.
How old were you?
Fast. I don't know. I was like 20 or 19. I was like 20 or 19. So I was just standing there and like giving her one at a time, like, that's good. Like, good job. Yeah, that's good. And so after I gave her like the $20 in ones that I had, like I went back over to sit down, and he's like, I got us nachos. I was like, what do you mean you got us nachos? He's like, oh, the strip club has a nacho bar.
A nacho bar?
It was, dude, I fucking hate strip clubs. It was the most awkward.
Not even pre-made nachos.
Dude, it was
He definitely some jalapenos.
No, it was
some
like
tomatoes.
A nacho bar. Like, while I was standing there awkwardly giving this stripper fucking money, he was over at the nacho bar making us nachos.
I had
Dad, I love you. That was the most fucking awkward shit in my life.
So wait, this is not going to be a popular opinion. I already think buffets are fucking disgusting to begin with.
I do, but I am a disgusting person.
But now, strip club and like, that's a whole new level of a buffet right there. Did you need to restart the camera?
In 7 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so since I'm done with my second awkward club story, so the third one was actually the same night. It was just a different club. So.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. He took me to a different strip club after that.
You were strip club hopping? I've never been strip club
with
hopping.
my dad.
I never went one strip club to another.
Oh no, we did.
That's weird.
And I threw up out the side of the YJ on DC. Like,
yes.
on the... So, DC streets are super fucking bad. Like, with potholes, like, this big in a YJ, Leaf Springs, Dakota. And it was just like...
Dakota.
It was just like this. After, like, 4 hours of being at a strip club, drinking, and I was just like, nah. Funniest story about that night, my dad made me clean the side of the Jeep off the throw up the next morning.
That's right.
He's like, well, you can't handle your liquor, so clean it, bitch.
Hey, why don't you tell Jill Bronner where you got your hat from?
Jill Bronner?
I read that.
How much have you had? You said Joe.
I said Jill.
Jill.
I'm sorry, I don't enunciate the way you do.
Jill, I got this hat from Beat Not Baby.
Jill.
Make Offroad in Great Again. They actually sold out in the first 30 minutes that they posted it, so I'm sorry that you missed it.
Jordan, that's
Jordan
funny.
says nachos over
my
strippers.
Watch. No, it vibrated though, my watch.
Dakota says, did you throw up from drinking or because the YJ was so gross? Okay, before Michelle gets... Dakota's a savage. You're lucky.
Love it.
You're lucky you're fucking sexy.
Sister wife. I support you.
So that YJ was one of the cleanest YJs I've ever seen in my life. It was one of the Sahara editions, the tan ones.
I've seen this.
I've driven you in it. Yeah, super clean.
The one time I remember is to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, super low miles. That thing was clean as fuck.
It was pristine.
I would have 100% bought it, but I wasn't able to because it was sold. Yes, because we're poor. Anyway. Dakota says we'll have more next week. Okay, Dakota, send me the link so I can post that. I'm gonna get you some actual real pictures of this, like this, or like some sort of pose or something.
But you know he's not he's like trying to push his poop out.
Yeah, like or something. Anyway, all right. Your funniest YJ story.
We'll continue from the Yuma, Arizona story.
Oh my god. It's
like 7 years ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
So
That's
anyway,
my fault.
So they're like, yo, it's a strip club. I'm like, let's go. Like, I don't give a fuck. We're playing pool. It's not like you guys are planning on going to just view strippers. Like, let's go. So we arrived there. I'm like, this can't be it. And it looked like a little Adobe box. Like, I don't even know. It looked so tiny. I said, there's no way that's a strip club. And we walked to the door and it was a strip club. The girl was in like a sexy romper and her shit was like half down. And so, boom, victim number one. He's obsessed with her, right? Because he's like, yo, I want to see what's under that romper. Because she only had like a little bit of cleavage. It was nice cleavage, but he goes and he stays with her. Yours. At that time, it was better than mine.
Oh,
I didn't have anything to show then. So then...
That's another story of how Michelle grew like 9 boob sizes over the course of 12 months.
Different podcast.
That was ridiculous, by the way.
So anyway.
Lucky me.
So we start walking in, and I think there was no cover. They were like, oh, just go in.
No cover for underage people? Well, you weren't underage.
I'm a woman. I have
That's
TNA.
Yeah.
And I never got charged any cover.
Well, you just had more A than you had T at that point.
Yeah, way more. Anyway, so we get in, and it's all hazy, and I'm just like, all right.
Was it a smoking one?
I felt bad. Probably. So
you said it was hazy.
I don't know why.
Well, when you walk in, you can like.
It could have been a fog machine. It could have been a fog.
No, when you walk in, you'd be like, people smoking here.
It's not a detail I remember. It's not pertinent to the story.
Okay.
So moving on.
I'm gonna restart YouTube.
I'm
looking out for you, YouTube.
Okay. So I walk in and I see a guy, like, he was an older dude, and he just like looks in. There was a stripper trying to, I guess, get a private dance or something. She was pregnant and she was missing teeth. And when I heard that,
where were you?
Yuma, Arizona.
Yuma, and she was missing teeth?
And she was pregnant. And she had her hair.
How pregnant was she?
Not very pregnant. Like, she had a little boop.
She just looked like she was fat?
No. She was pregnant.
She was not
now
fat.
That I've been pregnant before, she was definitely pregnant, yeah. Okay. Because it was all belly.
What's up, Dane?
Her body was like an average build. and it was just boop for her belly. It was like
she
3-4
just got
months.
pregnant on accident.
Off the toilet, yeah. So I
Oh
saw
my
her and I
God.
went, that's a real thing. I thought that was like a joke when people said
Pregnant strippers
and then strippers missing teeth, and she was both. And then I was like, I feel like I just took business from her. And I was like, but I didn't get business, but I was like, I feel like I hurt her chances. And this isn't me being like, oh, I'm still pregnant. I was just like, oh, I have all my teeth and I'm not pregnant and I'm in a strip club. So anyway, we moved towards the pool table and we start playing. And then I'm like, I need a drink. So I go to the bar, and this is how classy the joint was. It had 4 Lokos. And I even remember...
On draft or in can?
No, it was in the can.
Okay.
They had like cans showing what they had. And I was just like, let me go to 4 Loko. I had 2 4 Lokos that night, and I was already drinking. Bad mistake. So anyway, we're playing. We lose another friend to... It was a stripper with glasses, and he swore she was smart and going to college. I was like, yeah, I'm sure she is, because she has glasses.
I've seen that porn before.
Yeah. So he's outside talking
What's
to
up,
her,
Nikki?
and he swears that she has a great personality.
Of course she does.
His actual words. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
So then there were 2. So then we started playing pool. And I'm not a pool shark. Like, I suck. So this was like the worst game ever.
No. Well, the last time that you and I played pool was at the bar in Stafford.
Yeah.
And you threw up all over the floor.
That wasn't the last time. You just wanted to throw that out there, I did. Dick. I know you did.
I'm a dick. I did. I just wanted to throw that in there.
The only time I've ever thrown up at a bar.
That's another story. I think some fishy shit might have gone on that night. But
there was a lot of stuff. That's a way other story.
I've never, like, basically...
The only time I've ever thrown up at the bar.
Me and Michelle's relationship is based on alcohol.
Yes. 100%.
Maybe not based on alcohol.
Being drinking buddies, for sure.
She gave me a water bottle. What?
I don't even know where you're going, but just stop.
In Afghanistan for my birthday?
Okay.
Finish your story first.
You said that like you're disgusted.
No, I was just going to say, like...
You keep bringing up other stories that we can't cover in here.
Within the 3 months that we met for the first time in Afghanistan, you brought me a water bottle full of vodka for my birthday in a combat zone.
Don't incriminate me on the internet.
Okay, so we're both out.
Anyway.
That's what our relationship is. And that's why I love her. Anyway. Alright, so go ahead. Finish your story.
So, we're playing pool, and then, like, this joint, right? Real classy, 4 Lokos. I said it was a tangent with the 4 Lokos. This is what 4 Lokos remind me of. All I know is we were playing pool, and my friend, who left with the smart stripper, came over, and he was like, and I put quotes too.
Technically, all strippers are smart, though.
I don't want to hear it. So anyway.
I have an argument for this another day.
Moving on.
Okay, I got you.
He comes in, and he's like, yo, we gotta go. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he came in urgent. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we have just a little more to go. He's like, no, we have to go now. They're kicking us out. And I'm like, they're kicking us out? Like,
who's us?
There was only maybe 2 other. I know there's one guy for sure, but I think there was 2 other people there other than our group. I'm like, what
5 people in the group?
And
5 or 6?
By the way, the lady who was at the bar, she looked like she belonged at Coyote Ugly. Like, she was like, that lady was typecast. Like, she was like the badass older lady who was like, what do you want, dear? And
she might be a lesbian, but she's all tatted up.
I didn't think she was a lesbian. She was just tough. She was definitely BA.
So she was a lesbian?
No, I don't think so. No, it was like biker chick. I wouldn't say she was a lesbian or not. I don't fucking know. She was just...
So she was a lesbian.
That's funny because the justification I was going to use...
Yeah, you just use biker chick.
No. I'll tell you afterwards. Sorry,
okay,
guys.
So in hindsight, like, all the things that you're describing are like Jessie Combs descriptors. But
is she a lesbian?
I'm pretty sure she's not.
Okay.
I've had a bunch of people say that Jessie Combs is a lesbian, but I don't think she is.
There have been people who thought I was lesbian, and no.
I mean, I'll tell you she's not. I got videos that say she's not, but...
Oh, me.
Yeah.
No. You're saying Jesse Combs?
Okay, whoa. Calm down.
And then I was like, wait, you have videos of Jesse Combs?
Yeah, no. Calm down.
Moving on. Anyway, he's like, yo, we gotta go. They're gonna kick us out. I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna kick us out for? And he's like, Levy told, there was the chick that he was obsessed with in the front. She started stripping, and he's like, yo, she was definitely lying to him. Side note, he was asking her questions, and she was clearly lying about him. And he told her she had no soul, and that's why we were getting kicked out, because he told the stripper she had no soul. And we just like ran out. We ran into a taxi, but I got kicked out of a real classy joint in Yuma, Arizona. So it's a real high point in my life.
Yuma, Arizona is a joke. So Dakota says, when we were filming my episode of Truck Night in America, me and the rest of the competitors went to a strip club in Augusta. I think that's Georgia. He said it's a great story.
I would love to hear it.
Hey,
Mickey.
Dakota, are you trying to tell that story, like, right now?
Are you gonna call him? Oh, yes.
Are you trying to, let's see, do I have Dakota's number?
Yo, he's trying to fish for your digits. Hard.
Are you trying to tell that story right now?
Anyway, I'll tell you story number 2 then. So, story number 2, really there's only 2 out of the...
That was super rude. I'm sorry, guys.
Anyway, this was another good story. Why am I trying to blank right now? Oh, wait. Which strip club? Oh, here we go. LA.
Yo, when you whisper in the microphone and I hear that in my headphones, it's super sexy. Stop doing that. Anyway. Like I'm telling you, this will turn into like from a Facebook Live podcast to like a Pornhub. We're about to get paid video.
No. Anyway.
Stop whispering in the microphone.
So, there we were. LA. It was a group of Marines again. And it was maybe 8 of us. And there was only 2 female? 3 of us?
Well, the Marine Corps is like 0.003 females.
In this group. I think it was 2 of us. There's definitely at least 1. And we had a couple guys. Or more than a couple. But it was like a whole group of us. We were partying. So we're like, yo, we want to drink. So I'll say this. All of us were from New York. And one thing, I had to mention this, is that we're used to clubs just not closing down or not like a drinking time to stop. Like closing time doesn't exist. So there's one club that I remember being at 5 a.m. and being able to drink. I'm not going to name it because I'm not going to get in trouble and ruin it for the rest of anybody else if it still exists.
Right.
And then you can get drinks at breakfast at bars. So it was like confusing for us. So we went to a club and then we weren't like, this is one of our first times out. So we weren't planning for closing time being at 2 a.m.
Yes.
Which is weird. So it was like 1:45 there, like closing time. I'm like, why would they like, or last call. And I'm like, why would they say last call this early? So we went up and I wasn't thinking anything. I'm like, why is last call so early? And they're like, it's 15 minutes, hon. And I'm like, 15 minutes? You close at 2? And they were like, yeah. And I've never experienced this. So I was like, oh my God. So I tell the guys and then we're like, we gotta get drinks. So we try running at 7-Eleven. They lock the things at like 11 or midnight. Excuse me. Sorry. So anyway, we were like, oh damn. So we had like a bottle of wine and that was it. And like, that was because we didn't pregame. We were like, let's go out. We're ready to go out. Yeah. So then we're like trying to find places. So I don't know why they thought this strip club. Oh, because we had people who were 18. And they're like, this allows our DD to come with us. So we're like, boom. So like, it's a strip club. Do you care? And I was like, if I can drink, I don't care. Like, I'm not done. So we go and first thing that happens is, so we have 2 DDs. Mm-hmm. And so we had 2 vehicles that we rented. So we get in there. First thing that happens in this random, it was kind of like remote. I'm in LA, by the way. So I'm saying remote. It was weird. It was like maybe in an industrial park. It was just not hopping over there. a freaking stray dog is in there and it's like barking. It looks savage AF. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, no, I'm not getting bit. And I'm wearing like a dress. I got my leather jacket on. I got my heels on. They were peep toe heels. I remember that outfit like it was yesterday. Yeah. And so I got my dress from H&M. It had like a sweetheart neckline. It was strapless and I was tiny. And so I'm like, Bryce. So anyway, I'm saying hi to Bryce, by the way. So anyway, I'm like, I'm not getting bit by a freaking dog. Hi, Mel. So we like the dog, I don't know what happened with it. And then we walk in. I'm like, that's crazy, right? So the bouncer's there and he's like, hey, these are the 2 most beautiful ladies I've seen tonight. And I'm like, oh, he's being sweet. Thanks, right? Little did I know he was telling the truth, right?
Oh,
I walk in there.
Shit.
I didn't realize we walked into the San Diego petting zoo when we walked into the strip club. I was like,
fuck.
As soon as we walked in, one of our DDs gets snagged up by a lady. I was like, what? That whale is grabbing him. Get Johnson, right? Then I'm like, where's AWOL? Because AWOL was tiny. And I was like,
was that your nickname for him?
No, his name's AWOlt.
Oh, I thought you said AWOL.
Not AWOL. He was
AWOL.
AWOL.
That's funny.
So
it'd be funny if
grabbed
he did
up.
go AWOL.
So I'm like, yo, our 2 DDs are grabbed up, right?
What's up, Jarrett? Jarrett from Crawl TV.
I know who Jarrett
We're
is.
in the presence
That's
of
so stupid that you're
fame.
Okay. I would just call you Jarrett, not Jarrett from Crawl TV. I'm sorry. Is that too familiar? How did me? So anyway, moving on.
Fucking
so then we go, we sit down, and they're like, let's order some drinks. There's a 2-drink minimum. And I was like, I'm going to get more than that. And so then I order whatever freaking drink I ordered, and they're like, we don't serve alcohol. They were a full nudity strip club.
So you had to bring your own alcohol?
Not even. I don't know.
I thought if it was a full nude bar, you were allowed to bring your own
I don't know if that was an
in.
option. All I know is that there wasn't alcohol there. And
no, it had to be you bring your own alcohol.
You had to bring 2 drinks. So I went to a strip club, which that wouldn't have been my choice if I was going to drink 2 Coca-Colas like I did. So then these guys kept getting grabbed up.
What state was this in?
Cali, LA.
What?
Yes.
Full nude is no alcohol?
Yes.
Jarrett's
I know they'll confirm this. California. I 100% remember
Mickey
this.
says, I would have tuned in earlier if I know we were sharing strip club, possible lesbian gang getting kicked out of bar stories. What's up, Robert? Robert Vasquez is another Cali boy. Full nude equals no booze allowed. Yes. Okay, interesting. Yes. I'm not.
Look,
I'm not
he
a
was
strip.
questioning me.
I'm not.
Dakota.
I don't like strip clubs.
Look,
strip clubs
my
are
sister
fucking
wife
weird.
backed me up. So anyway,
sister wife. That's so weird. That
so we got 2 of them.
I'm okay with that.
We got 2 of them, and
he says, "So dudes don't be sticking their fingers in places." All right.
So yeah, we like had to wait for people to get done. I'm like, we need to get out of here. Then they tried to like get us to stay because I don't know if like females
strip club?
Yeah, tried to get us to stay because it was me and my friend Heather were with the group of guys. So I don't know if like they thought that would bring in more people. I don't know. Anyway, they were trying not to get us to leave. Then we got kicked out because our TD threw up like on the floor.
So your DD was not your DD.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we went back to the hotel, and then there's pictures still in the recesses of my Facebook where the DD is passed out and we're throwing Cheetos at him in the hotel.
I fucking love you so much.
That was my other one, but when that bouncer was like, oh, the 2 most beautiful ladies I saw, I was like, oh, he's just being so nice. No, and I don't talk myself up. And I was just like, wow, he was for real.
Mickey says, not true in all cases, not in West Virginia. Deaf, full nude, and booze. Okay, so West Virginia is like a weird...
If you're missing teeth, then it's okay if you're missing clothes.
I feel like West Virginia has its own pass on shit.
West Virginia.
Bryce says full nude in...
Nebraska
means you bring your own. Exactly. Yeah, so that's what I thought.
Okay.
Full nude means you bring your own.
Not in LA. Well, not as far as I know.
Robert says full nude, no alcohol.
I'm city folk. That's how they roll.
I'm city folk, but I'm like, I don't fuck with strip clubs. So
Neither do I.
I don't know the strip
apparently
club.
a little more than you. That's weird.
But Michelle joined the Marine Corps when she was way older.
Not way older. I'm just older than you.
How old were you when you went to boot camp?
19.
Oh, okay.
You're older than.
Yeah, so I turned
Not that much older.
The day that I checked into MCT, I was 19, or I turned 19 the day I checked into MCT.
Oh, when you checked into MCT.
Yeah,
so,
but she was
already.
She was also
19.
She was in Iraq, fucking checkpointing.
I am 3 years older than my husband.
Pointing guns at bitches.
Did I rob the cradle a little? I did, but I would argue that he looks a little older than me right now. Yes.
Yeah, so fucking jokes on her.
What?
I'm
looking at what Mickey said.
I look like an old ass man.
Yes, boo. Or if you're pregnant, fair game all the way up to 9 months.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Robert says Callie sucks. Ka just joined. Oh my god. Okay.
Ka, I don't know who you are. This isn't
I know who you
disrespectful, but you're another human being, and I'm happy you joined us. And I'm not gonna overreact like this little girl next to me.
I'm way overreacting right now, and I apologize.
He doesn't even react like this in the room, if you know what I mean.
I apologize. I'm way overreacting. Okay. Compose yourself.
Oh, you finished your follow? I'm towards the end of mine.
I've been finished mine. Okay, so the two events that we're doing this year are in Ohio and Tennessee, which are like so. He's
saying we like we're French. Him, Seven Slaw Society, but he'll be there.
You can come if you want, but we just like Melanie needs to step up.
Mel's on the she's here online.
Yeah,
hey, Mel, message.
Mel, if
tell
you want to step up.
Hard no.
So the two shows that I want to go to this year are Virginia's here, Ohio, and then Tennessee. Both are basically 8 hours of driving. We've already
solidified that he's going.
I'm not getting paid for either of them, but Ashley says you should check out Smoky Mountain.
That's where you're going,
dude. That's
where he's going.
We're literally talking about that right now,
and
that's where we went last year. We had a great time. I did a little video.
You did.
It was a very expensive trip for me.
Check it out on YouTube.
But it was. Thank you for plugging me.
No problem.
I don't deserve you to have you as I don't deserve to have you as a co-host. But I had the event organizer hit me up and be like, "Yo, so what's up with media?" So we haven't drawn up any contracts or anything, but I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful.
Excuse me.
You have a lot of gas.
I'm still like, when I saw this one pop up, just threw me off like hardcore.
Is it Lai or Lee?
It's not like his actual name.
You're still doing
so that super threw me off, and I know now Ka is super disappointed in me.
When I hear Ka, I think of Jungle Book. The snake.
Yeah, I know he's super disappointed in me because I can't like. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna pretend like that didn't even show up. I'm gonna cover that up with my hand like this. If you guys have any questions that you would like to ask the 7-slot trap queen, like why she can't drink a Four Loko.
Because I talk a lot.
How much do you have left?
Not a lot. Like here.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
We're at 59 minutes and 17 seconds. That's not bad.
And the last story was
this isn't a drinking competition, and you've been talking most of the time, so.
And yours actually had a little less alcohol content than mine.
But it didn't have any less volume.
Yeah, but it's a little less harsh.
Okay. But I had like.
I had 2 babies. Shut up.
Oh, she's gonna go there.
Yeah, I will always bring it up if it will let me win.
Okay, so Joe's giving you a bunch of likes
Joe.
right now.
I love you, Joe. I know I love you.
I'm just saying, like, it literally had 9 shots before this even started.
You also didn't take care of our kids. I took care of them all day. I would take 9 shots too if I didn't have to take care of Taylor and Luke today.
We were both home all day.
And you were doing fun stuff. I was taking care of the children.
I was editing video.
What did you do to take care of the children today?
Edit.
What did you do? Ungrateful little bitch. I hate you.
I don't even deserve my
Oh
life.
my god, I was outside with them. Bubbles.
You
playing
did
with
go
chalk
outside
and shit.
with
I
them.
bathed them. Get the fuck out of here. He's over here complaining.
Ew,
he got to do what he wanted to do.
Robert,
how many diapers did you change today?
None.
Exactly. Shut up.
It was a gnarly one. Robert says, promoter asking you to do media for the event. Yes. Not officially, like, quote, officially, but he shot me a message and was like, hey, so what's up, dude?
I moved to Dakota's comment.
Dakota Warden. That's a different person.
It's still Dakota.
Dakota Warden says, okay, so since Jeep, what's your take on the new Gladiator? What's up, Jenna Marie? Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to make this quick since we're nearing our end. And I feel like my take on the Gladiator, my take on the Gladiator should be its own thing. But I'll do it real quick, Dakota, since I like your name. The Gladiator has been built for a purpose. It is not a fucking Wrangler. It's not built the same way as a Wrangler. It's not meant to be marketed to the same people that are buying Wranglers. The thing that pisses me off the most is that Wrangler owners are like, oh, it has a shitty departure angle and it has fucking weird rear doors. Like, shut the fuck up, nerd. It's built for a purpose. It's like it has towing capacity. The Wrangler does not have towing capacity. And why I say this should be its own podcast is because like I want to talk through the stats of the Wrangler stats versus the Gladiator stats and the price, and that's actually a really good idea. So thank you, Dakota, not Cop Dakota, for bringing this up.
What if he's a cop? Do you know if he's a cop or not?
There's like
hey, Dakota Warden,
0.01% chance that he's a cop.
Please say yes.
Anyway.
Oh, how'd you draw that statistic up for Loko bitch?
Rude. Patrick says toe rig for the buggy goals.
Bryce.
Maury. Do you think so? For those of you that don't know, next weekend I'm going to be going up to Delaware to see Bryce.
What? No, I'm kidding.
Do you think we should do a podcast?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We're going to be shitty. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'll watch. I want to watch. I'm kidding.
Anyway, so that's my immediate take on the Gladiator. I will do another podcast.
You touch your beard.
You take two fingers and do
Joe,
like this.
You left us and came back?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Robert says, a lot of my media trips that I shoot can make bank, at least pay for the trips. Selling action pics for brand product advertisement is money. Yes, Robert. Actually, I think you and I should talk offline because I have a lot of photos from King of the Hammers that would be fantastic if I could sell those. Sure. Maybe I could actually finish my YJ.
Yeah, really good.
That'd be sweet.
Really good ones. And I'm not saying that because I'm partial.
What's up, Randy? Randy, I know you invited us out for tacos and tequila. Buddy, I'm sorry.
We're parents now. It's not like
we are
in the absinthe days.
There are kids sleeping upstairs.
Absinthe
Maybe
days.
soon.
That was pretty funny because we didn't have children.
And I would love you to tattoo my wife.
That sounded weird, but yeah, I would too.
Yes. And I actually think they're close tomorrow.
I was gonna tomorrow?
Say, no, me. I was trying to get tattooed tomorrow. Anyway. What's up, Tom? All right, so we are leaving. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right, so the Four Loko podcast is over. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love you.
Fun.
I am having fun. Robert says he shoots 3,000 photos a race.
That's legit?
Dude.
Legit?
Yeah. So hit me up when we.
Steve Christmas said he's a cop.
Robert, hit me up offline so we can chit chat. But so the Four Loko podcast is over,
which was mainly about Four Loko and strippers
and strip clubs. Yeah, which is weird because this is like an off-road podcast.
And we went off-road with the conversation.
So what should be the title for this podcast?
Strippers and Four Lokos.
Strippers and Four Loko. But is that misleading? It's
literally about strippers and Four Loko. Like, how is it misleading?
Okay.
Because you're thinking like it's saying that there's strippers on the podcast. We're in the fucking basement. If you think that there's strippers,
like I could take some clothes off and then it would technically be strippers at Four Loko. I'm not gonna do that though.
I think we're overthinking it.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Off the rails episode number whatever.
Off the rails. All right. So. All right, let me pull up GarageBand. Thank you guys so much. 7 Slot Society podcast. Very little off-road content here. I apologize.
We went off-road with our conversation.
We did go off-road with our content.
That's what it is. That's what happens when I get on. We go off-road with conversation. We don't...
You do. But the crazy thing is, this is going to be the one of the most listened to podcasts.
We did talk about G Beach.
The 7 Slot Trap Queen.
Thing we talked about.
Like, there's going to become a point where the 7 Slot Trap Queen is the staple, and Fat Angel is gone.
No, it's
which I'm okay with.
No, it's
which
not.
I'm okay with.
It's not.
Are you ready to be famous? I would much rather have my wife be famous. All right, wife, say goodbye to the people.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for posting comments and funny shit for us to laugh at and keep the conversation going on.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support. If you would like to see more content from us, you can go ahead and hit 7slotsociety.com and buy some of the ridiculous shit that I have on that website. You don't have to. Please don't feel like you have to.
And if you go onto YouTube and actually subscribe to 7 Slot Society and put comments there, it's a lot easier to see them than in the live because there are people who view this content afterwards and then put comments in. And it is so hard, at least for me, to go back. And so you're making a comment when you see a certain point in the conversation that already happened. But if you post all your thoughts or as you're going along on YouTube, I'll see it. And so will he. And it'll be a lot easier for us to reply. Exactly.
So you may not think of it this way, but if you like the video on YouTube that you're watching right here, YouTube's up here. If you post a comment,
it's a lot easier for us to see it there.
It
after if you haven't seen this live.
Configurates the it configurates the algorithm and it boosts the video up more in the people that have subscribed. So if you would, I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Are we done?
I'm done.
All right.
Good night.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is episode 20, I think, actually.
I don't know the number.
I think it's 20. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.